Many thanks for staying with us, everyone. Sunday Politics right here on Channels Television. Of course, Nigeria is 56 years old. From 1960, that's they're calculating from that day the British left off the hook. But then that's a major issue, as my guest is standing by to talk to us. But before we went on that break, we've been talking about the Edo Governorship election and the issues thrown up. We've listened to Senator Matthew Hiroide of the PDP, and we were talking to the governor of Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole of the APC, and he is saying their own side of the story. Take a listen.
That was free and fair since then. The best example is one of 2015, with the ruthless deployment of the armed forces, the police, the SSS, and even immigration. They were able to escape with a level of rigging in part of Edo State. But in Edo North, we fought them hard and we won, which is why it's only in Edo, in Edo State, throughout the South, that you have a senator today, House of Reps, that we won in spite of the ruthless deployment of the military machine. Where we won out of about 1,000, we won 800. PDP got 200. INEC canceled those results on the dubious ground that although they started using the electronic, the card reader, at the point the card reader stopped functioning. And the supervisor said, looking at the number of people on the queue, you can't tell them to go home. He authorized that they should use the manual voting, which is allowed. Normally, at the best, you use what they call you fill the incident form. But to our shock, all those 1,000 votes nullified by INEC.
Are you saying INEC is was connived with the PDP?
In areas, I believe that in much of Eastern land, INEC did. I believe so.
That they helped the figures, despite the fact that you won the election.
Let me tell you, the point I'm making is this. That in some cases, INEC tried to eat his cake and have it. How? First, if you must use the card reader, INEC ought to know that anything mechanical or electronic can, for one reason or the other, malfunction. And it is more so when we had raised allegation about the fact that there are people in the ICT unit who are ready to manipulate the electronic card reader. Now, INEC assured us that wherever a card reader fails, there are reserve card readers, at least 3 per unit. After all, this is an isolated election. Now, what excuse does INEC have not to have provided the reserve card readers whenever the one allocated fails?
Because the PDP had said that your party colluded with some elements in INEC on a preconceived result, because the result had not even been announced when PDP had said this is not the true color of what happened at the polling units.
That is, PDP is behaving like the proverbial armed robber. The proverbial armed robber that is killed in robbery. When it knows it has committed a crime, the armed robber is the first to run to police station and tell the policeman that there's robbery going on somewhere. Shehu, it is a known fact that if anybody has profited shamelessly from electoral fraud, it's PDP.
In this election?
In any election, including this election. So because it has been their way of life.
Even as the PDP lost this election,
let me give you another example.
You still think that there was electoral fraud in this? Even as they lost
some of the numbers, let us be very, very clear. Some of the numbers that INEC condoned in favor of PDP are fraudulent. And number two, we lost, and that we will take up at the appropriate level.
You think INEC did not live up to expectation?
I think INEC would have done a lot better.
Okay. Let's look at some of the incidents that happened during the election. For example, there are talks about inducement, that money exchanged hands during the election, and allegations are that your party agents and your party members were given money for votes.
That's what you heard?
That's what we understand.
Then your ears were selective. If anything, do your research. Your channel has a reputation for what we can call investigative journalism. Days before, over the months rather, PDP had compiled voter PVC cards, bank accounts, and all sorts of things. And people were coming to us to say PDP is asking to buy PVC cards. And we asked, what would they possibly use it for? What is the relationship between PVC card and your bank account? Oh, they want to transfer some money. The night before, PDP started distributing money. PDP started sharing money the night before. I actually appealed to the security agencies that whenever they find people sharing money, they should arrest them. But sometimes I'm told that to begin to arrest people around the voting area can create pandemonium, etc., etc. But whatever they say, an armed robber will be the first, particularly since it won't. They are the first to make report. Later I watch him saying he is a pastor. No pastor will subscribe to, will lie effortlessly the way Mr. Isaiah Yamu lies. And no pastor will equip a young man to go and fight.
This was a man who worked closely with you before.
Yeah.
Your former DG of campaign.
Yeah.
And you realize now that he lies?
Oh, I know he lies.
Even when he was working with you?
Yes.
He does lie when he was...
Excuse me, I cannot make a statement. I can't write a statement of character on someone I've never met. So if I haven't worked with him, I will be able to arrive at the conclusion. And you know that if you were following the result, they were posting fake results in the in the internet. So lie is synonymous with PDP. And that is why I never gave pastor a job in government.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
You do not believe that he has integrity.
Yes, that's why they give him a job in government.
Would you say, in these years of being Edo State Governor, you have done all you could do?
Yes, of course. Like I said to the people during the campaign, we set a couple of targets in specific areas for ourselves. Of course, we were not able to deliver on targets, but we achieved substantial. So I want to believe that we've done a lot, and Godwin has been a chairman of the committee. He knows all the issues.
I mean, you've been here for 2 terms,
yeah,
and now you are able to work and win another election. Yes. Are you now a godfather?
No, I am. I think my mission has been achieved. Like I said to someone, this is my very last battle. You know, struggle has been my life, from factory hand to branch union leader to NSC to general secretary of the Textile Workers Union, and then to the Nigeria Labour Congress, becoming the unofficial opposition at the federal level to President Obasanjo's government. So my life has been that of struggle. And that is what brought Godwin and I together, that we can't be struggling for freedom in Abuja, and our state has been conquered by 2 ruthless godfathers. And we had to go home to free our people. What we've done here, for me, is not the infrastructure outstanding as those ones are, that we have reordered the political system, liberalized it, away from one that is controlled by 1 or 2 families to the one that power is now diffused. Even that they had to campaign as much as they did. Do your interview, your quiet investigation. By 2003 election, 2007 election, if they work as hard as they did this time, because they used to write results, now they no longer can do it.
Because a lot of people wonder, 1 year, 2 years down the line, would you be looking over the shoulder of Mr. Godwin Obaseki?
No. I tell people that war brings crisis between, I don't know if that is what you meant. Godwin doesn't need any remote control.
That's Mr. Adams Oshiomhole, Governor of Edo State there.